Okie dokie folks, and welcome to another quick review really here of Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. This is made by Tripwire and it's awesome. I'm just going to give you the bottom line up front of this game is awesome and you need to be thinking about buying it. So now I'm going to temper this review, temper my enthusiasm with why. Okay, so I'm aiming this video at the people who like first person shooters, who are a little bit sick of the usual. I'm also aiming this video at players who liked Insurgency, Arma, who like Battlefield 2, possibly Battlefield Bad Company 2, Vietnam expansion, seeing as though it's the genre. But the point is, it's a slower, it's more tactical, it's when battles used to be battles kind of gameplay. The reason why I mention Insurgency and Arma is because the difficulty is incredibly higher than what Battlefield players are used to. It is one shot, one kill. You can get away with it getting winged in the arm, and then you'll get to use some bandages. You get 2 bandages, you never get to use the second, trust me. Okay, so let's talk about the game a little bit more. Right, it's 64 player battles. I have seen servers with 32 players, okay, but generally speaking, this game thrives in the 64 player battles because the maps are so big. But you might be thinking, well, if the maps are so big, 64 players enough people? Well, they are, because the game does a really good job of directing the action. Okay, so you need to get these very similar to campaign mode in Battlefield, so anyone who's used to that will know exactly what I'm talking about. But the majority of the points, for instance, are given by capping flags. You get roughly 50 plus, you can get over 50 points for capping a flag with like little bonuses. If you get a kill, for instance, outside of a cap zone, you're getting 5 points. So just at the bare minimum, it's at least 10 times more than you're gonna get. Alright, so the action does ebb and flow across the capping points, and it really does imbue that sense of battle. You know, Battlefield 1 for me has got a little bit like the dog chasing its tail, where you're just running around in circles, capping flags, not really having that big battle kind of feeling. Whereas this, you are having protracted battles just over one flag, because that's just the way it's been designed. You know, the first flag that you go for in the rush kind of mode, it's like a rush version of Russian and campaign. The first stage is just one flag, so everybody's on that. It's really good, this, guys. Anyway, let's talk a little bit more about the gameplay. So it's 64 players. There is helicopters. You've got the UH-1H Huey transport. You've got the OH-6 Loach or Loach light recon plane, an AH-1G Cobra attack helicopter, and I've also noticed like an AC-130 from Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. You know, the gunship. I've also noticed that in the game. And these guys, oh man, these rain pain. But that's not the only thing that there is. There's also, well, I'll tell you what, I'll go on to the asymmetrical warfare. This is the big thing about this game, it's asymmetrical. What that means is the two teams are not balanced kind of in the way that you probably might imagine. They're balanced, but they've both got strengths that are different from each other. Let's put it that way. So, I'll explain. US Armed Forces, what do they have? They have gunships. You can drop napalm. You've got recon aircraft. What else have they got? Yeah, let's call it that for now. Napalm, by the way, is awesome in this. They've also got those helicopters that we were just talking about. Alright, what do the Viet Cong have? The Viet Cong have got improvised weapons, traps, ambushes, tunnels, the use of tunnels. The map is littered with underground network of tunnels. Now the Viet Cong can use those with their primary weapon. The US Armed Forces cannot. They reduce using the sidearm. It really creates this kind of. Honestly, I hate to use the word immersive in gameplay because it's overused, but it really does make you feel like you're in a proper battle, and in the Vietnam War as well. It's absolutely super. What else do you get for your money? Well, on release you get 30 plus authentic weapons. Now expect this to increase. United States M16 rifle, M14, the M60 GP light machine gun, M79 grenade launcher, the M3 grease gun. North Vietnam weapons, Type 56 assault rifle, the RPD light machine gun, RPG-7 rocket launchers, the MAP-49 SMG and the SKS carbine, to name just some. Some of the weapons have different features like adjustable stocks, and you can fit bayonets for them. You've got you can adjust the dialing range on the iron sight so you can zero your weapons. They've got advanced recoil systems, enhanced sniper scopes, and there'll also be alternative weapon variants come along. Okay. What else can we say about this game? I'm going to move on to the main aspects in a moment. There is a progression. There is a ranking system. The main thing I use that for is so that I can join a squad that isn't full of noobs. I want a squad leader who knows what he's doing. Okay, and you only know what you're doing once you've played a few rounds. So that's my top tip there. But also, what do you get for going through the ranks? Well, you also get ways to customise your character with additional uniform and equipment, such as rolled up uniforms, different helmets, different glasses, tattoos, those kind of things. There wasn't so much of that in the beta, but that's what's promised in the final game. Right, let's get on to the nitty gritty as well. What is a unique selling point of this game, apart from the asymmetrical warfare? Okay, the unique selling point of this game is it's the first game for a long time that is solely based on team play in a big way. Now, armor, you can definitely say that for armor, but only if you're in a unit, really. That's the only way I've really experienced it. I've played in so many public games on armor where, apart from getting an helicopter into a position, that's pretty much been the be all and end of the teamwork. Playing as a unit, armor 3 cannot be beaten playing within a unit. But what happens when you just join public and you just want to jump in a game? Insurgency, yeah, to a degree, not too bad. This game promotes it in spades. This game, if you haven't got a good commander, there's a good chance your team will lose. The commander in this game affects the ebb and flow of the war, of the battles. Complementing that is the squad leader. So yes, there's squads in this game. You need to be in a good squad. The squad leader can designate places for artillery. It can also tell you where to form up. And you can also spawn on them. Now again, it's asymmetrical. For the US Marines, you can spawn on the squad leader. It encourages him to stay alive. If you're with the Viet Cong, the North Vietnamese troops, then he has the ability to dig a tunnel, and you can use that tunnel as a spawn beacon, if you like, to use battlefield references. So yeah, create a squad, be in a squad. VoIP, if they've got their own VoIP channels, you can talk to your team, you can talk to your squad, or you can just talk public. Alright, you also get bonuses like reduced recoil effects or reduced suppression effects if you work in the squad. Right, guys, I think I've given you a good flavour of this game. This is really one to be getting into if you're of that type of player who wants something a little bit more cerebral, maybe something a little bit slower paced to a degree. But be under no illusion, this game is difficult, it's frustrating. You will get shot and you won't know who shot you. There is no replay, there ain't no kill cam. Well, not yet. this is the beta. It might come, it might not. It wasn't in any of the other games that Tripwire make, like Red Orchestra, the series like that. So, and for good reason, we don't want it. It would spoil the game to know who shot you. Maybe a kill cam wouldn't be too bad. I don't know. Let's just leave it as it is, would be my advice. Top tip as well, shotguns deadly at range. So folks, great game. It's tough. It ain't for the faint-hearted. It ain't for your casual market. But if that casual market wanted to try and start learning something a little bit more tactical, a little bit something with team play, this is the game for you. Anyway, chaps, on that bombshell, laters.